What's going on, penny boys and gals? What's going on, stock, crypto traders, prediction market traders, and those who are interested in AI? This is an alternative finance video, and this is our Openclaw setup guide. So for those who don't know what Openclaw is, it's not just another AI chatbot, it's actually an AI agent. So with chatbot, you ask questions and answers, but with AI agents, you assign tasks and it can execute them. They're proactive, meaning they can run automatically, and they can connect to tools like Telegram and files and APIs. So think of it like having a virtual assistant, except it's an AI agent. So with AI chatbots like ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, and the typical AI chatbots that people know, you would ask, summarize this article, and it would give you a summary. But with an AI agent like Openclaw, you can ask it, every morning scan the market, summarize key news, and send it to my Telegram. Openclaw can actually do that automatically. So for stock traders, this means that it can monitor markets continuously, not just when you ask it to. It can send alerts based on conditions, summarize overnight news before the market opens, and send it to you right on Telegram, or even remind you to journal at a certain time every day and give you the prompt for your journaling. It can even build a daily watch list automatically based off of criteria. Think of it like your own AI analyst or assistant working 24/7. Chatbots help you think, AI agents help you execute, and that's the shift that's happening right now. A lot of people are still using AI like Google 2.0, basically asking questions and getting answers and then moving on. But the people getting ahead with AI, they're not just using AI, they're deploying it. Instead of, let me ask AI what I should do, they've moved to, let AI handle this for me. Every task you repeat, every report you check, every piece of content you write, every time you scan the market, that's time. And time is the only thing you don't get back. AI agents let you buy that time back. They turn daily tasks into automated systems, thinking loops into execution loops, and manual work into background processes. And a lot of people who are using Openclaw are using it on a Mac. The reason being is that Macs are 24/7 friendly. They're quiet, they're good on energy, in this way, your AI agent is hosted on your local computer so that you can keep your data private. So think of your AI agent as working inside your Mac. Your Mac is basically your AI agent's office. So the first thing we're going to be doing is learning how to set up your Mac for 24/7 mode so that your AI agent can work 24/7 for you, because unlike typical human employees, AI agents don't need to eat, they don't need to sleep, they don't need to take breaks or visit their family or go to that wedding. They can work for you 24/7. So this is a brand new Mac that I'm using here just to make this demo and setup as seamless as possible for anyone else who is just using a Mac. I don't want to have any of the current settings for Openclaw already on it. So this is basically like anybody who's brand new to AI. This is what your Mac would look like. So this is what the settings and the process is going to look like. So you go to System Settings and then you search for Energy Saver. You can just Energy Saver. And this document right here, this setup guide, is going to be available in the YouTube video description so you can follow along as well. So you go to Energy Saver and make sure you have Prevent Automatic Sleeping when display is off. You also want to have Start Up Automatically after a power failure on as well. So have all these on right here, and some Macs are different, as you can see here. Your mine only has 3 settings. This one has 4. So as long as you have those 3 set, you're good to go. So wait for network access, start up automatically after a power failure, and prevent automatic sleeping when the display is off. This will turn your Mac into an ideal 24/7 AI agent's office. So Openclaw runs inside Terminal. So if you close your terminal, your AI stops. And Terminal is just an app on your Mac that lets you talk directly to your computer using text commands. Instead of clicking buttons, you type instructions. It's very popular with developers. So you just open your Finder, and then you click on Applications, and then open the Utilities folder. This is one way to find your terminal. And then you just find your terminal and double click it right there. So this is your terminal. I'll make it a little bigger here. This is what we're going to be using to talk to the computer and get Openclaw downloaded. So first we're going to install this right here. We're going to click that link. Just go to Get Node. And we're going to, since I'm using a Mac, we're going to be clicking the Mac installer. Click Allow. And you just install this like you would, any other kind of application. Continue, agree. Install, obviously, you can read the fine print if you want to. And then you put your password in if it prompts you to for your computer, and then it will install. So then you close this, and you can move the installer to the trash if you like. And so now we have that installed. So now we're going to go back to Terminal. So now we have to fix the path. So for those who don't know, what we just downloaded, what path means, this video is not about getting all technical. This is about how to do it. This is the easy way. For those of you who are developers and understand code, there are other ways of doing it. This way is for those who just don't understand code, don't want to understand what all the different terms and mumbo jumbo and jargon means. They just want to have Openclaw on their computer safely. So what we're going to do here is quite simple. Instead of telling you all the mumbo jumbo, you're just going to copy and paste this right there into your terminal. So you see the terminal right there. I copy and paste it and I press enter. And it won't look like anything happened, and that is normal. What this does is it helps prevent errors later. It looks technical, but once again, don't overthink it. It just helps your computer find Openclaw. So now we're going to install Openclaw. So we're going to copy that and paste it right into our terminal and press enter. And we just wait. You see those little, whatever that is. It looks like the snake game going in circles. Those of you who have played those old school snake games like me, probably just aged myself there. All right, so if this happens, like you say, if a pop-up appears during the install, or if it looks like there's a bunch of, and then once that's done, you just rerun this command and press enter. And then it's going to ask you for your password. So you're just going to type the password to your computer, press enter. It'll look like you didn't even type anything. That's normal. When you type in your password on terminal, it doesn't show anything. So just type in the password and press enter. All right, so just wait for it to finish. So that means that it worked. It doesn't look like it works a lot of times. It has a lot of errors, but once again, this is just the easy way to onboard, the no code, no tech way of onboarding. And so now we're just going to copy and paste this into our terminal. That is the Openclaw onboarding, and then boom, you should see this Openclaw looking message, as you can see on my computer. We're going to be looking at the chat. Your AI agent should be appearing in the chat. As you can see here, it says Openclaw setup. It says what Openclaw is and all that kind of stuff. So you're going to be clicking right here. I understand this is a personal by default, and shared multi-user use requires lockdown, and you just click yes. You understand. So if you typed all this and you didn't see the Openclaw come up, all you gotta do is just put this into your terminal, press enter like we did before with some of those other commands, and then just do the Openclaw onboard again. Mine didn't do that, went right to the Openclaw onboard, but if you have trouble getting to the Openclaw onboard, you just copy and paste that into there and then redo the Openclaw onboard. And so now we're in the setup. So you just do quick start. That's the easy way. And when it comes to the provider, I know Anthropic has been on and off about being able to use Openclaw. So we're just going to go ahead and use OpenAI to make it easier for this video. So you go down to OpenAI and press enter. This is the brain that your Openclaw is going to be pulling from, basically. So now it's going to ask you for your OpenAI key. So you have to go to this website right here. You just click it and then you just log in. All right. So once you log in to your Openclaw, you're going to go ahead and go back to this document, and you can see here the next step is to then create a new secret key. So it might look like create new secret key or create API key. You just click that and you can name it whatever you want. We can just Openclaw test and create secret key, and then you're going to copy that key. So once you get your OpenAI key and save it somewhere safe, you just paste it into the terminal. And for this, you can just press keep current. And now it's going to ask you how the Openclaw is going to be communicating with you. And Telegram is a very popular one. So you can go down to Telegram, and then you're going to open Telegram and search for the bot father. And you're going to type /new bot. And then you're going to name your bot and create a username. And then it's going to give you a token. You're going to copy that token. I obviously blocked mine off here on the guide. And once you have that token copied, you go back to the terminal and click enter. So you enter Telegram bot token, and that is where you're going to enter that Telegram bot token. Now it is asking for a search provider. So without the search provider, your AI does not have the ability to search the internet in real time. So without this, your AI only knows what it was trained on. No live news, no current market data, no fresh information. So think of this like without search, your AI is smart, but with search, your AI is connected to the world. We can use Brave search. That's a nice, easy, and free one that we can use. So you click enter, and then we got to go ahead and get our Brave API. So you go to this website, and then you're going to create an account. So you just go to get started, and then you enter your information for your account. The reason we're using Brave is it has a free tier. So once you do your login and get account started, you go to API keys. So you just click get started. And you'll be asked to add a payment method to activate the API, but once again, you will not get charged unless you exceed the free monthly credits, which is $5 worth. So if you don't want to do that, once again, you can skip for now. You can do that later. Once you set up your account, go back to that API key tab and select Add API Keys. You'll find your API key. You can just click Copy. So once you have the API key copied, you can just paste it into the Openclaw terminal. I'm going to skip Brave for now because I have it set up in my other Openclaw. But once you get yours set up, now it's time to configure the skills. Think of these like plugins or extensions or abilities your agent can unlock. So we can click Yes, just so you can see all the different skills there. You do not need these to get started. If you scroll down to each skill, it'll tell you on the right what the skill does. But for now, we're just going to skip these just to make it easier. You do not need these to get started. So you press space and then select skip. Now there's all these optional API setups. We're going to click no for all of these. No, no, no. And it explains why we're skipping these in this document. And it also explains what they are in the document as well. And that leads us to the hooks. We're also going to skip that for now. So you press the space bar and press enter to skip. And this document goes over why we're skipping it and what all the hooks are as well. Right now, we're all about getting this working, and later on, we can worry about making it powerful. All right, so now we're going to hatch. Basically, you just click what's recommended here, hatch and terminal. So we're just going to click enter to hatch it. And it goes over what that means here in this document. And from there, we should be able to see our Openclaw agent. We say, wake up friend, and it looks like he is getting ready there. And here we go. So who am I? Who are you? What should you call me? What should I call you? What kind of vibe do you want from me? Calm, sharp, playful, weird. And do I get a signature emoji? So now you can basically just talk to your AI agent and, give it a name if you want, give it a, what kind of vibe you want it to have with you. So on Telegram, and it goes over this in the document, you might not be able to talk to your Openclaw agent right away. What you need to do is approve your Telegram access. This is basically telling your Telegram account that, hey, this is my AI, and your AI that this is your Telegram account. So if you click something and it says Openclaw access not configured, it'll give you a pairing code. You just copy that pairing code from Telegram, go back to your terminal, and then just paste it into the terminal and press enter. And it goes over how to do that here in the document. And then after this on Telegram, you just do /start, and it should be able to talk to you. Your AI agent from your computer will be able to talk to you via Telegram. So right now we are using the OpenAI brain, the OpenAI using that API that we did earlier, and that costs money. And so in order to save some money, we want to use a local brain for a lot of the processing and thinking of our AI agent. The local brain is using your computers, your RAM, energy, and all that kind of stuff, as opposed to using API from OpenAI, which costs you actually US dollars. So you're basically using your computer's power source and memory, RAM, all that kind of stuff, as opposed to using OpenAI and spending money. So we're going to download this right here. You just click the link, clicking download. So download for Mac, allow, and it's going to download like any other application into the thing, boom, boom, and then it is downloaded. And here it is right now, and it looks like a ChatGPT chat. And you can just minimize that and have it running in the background. And now we're going to run, basically we're going to copy and paste this into terminal. What you want to do here is do a new tab first. So you just press Control T to make a new tab, and then you paste that into terminal. And what you're doing is downloading and starting your local brain for your AI agent, as opposed to pulling from OpenAI or whatever cloud model you use. And it goes over how that all works and why it works here in this document. All right, and it's downloading. As you can see, it says success here. All right, so now we are going to test it. So we just open a new tab and copy and paste this into terminal, what we see here on the document. And then what you should be able to do is just type hi, and it should be able to respond to you like an AI agent would. So hi, it's nice to meet you. Is there something I can help you with? So that means that the local brain does work. So now we can talk to our OpenAI agent using the local brain, using our computer's processing, as opposed to using credits and money from OpenAI. So once it's tested, we're going back to our Openclaw tab, and now we're ready to connect Openclaw to that local model, to that local brain. So the local brain works. Now we got to connect it to Openclaw. So this is where our agent stops using cloud like Claude or OpenAI and starts using our local AI. which runs directly on our computer so we don't rely on external servers or internet access to use it. It's free to use after setup with no API costs or usage limits. So we're going to connect Openclaw to our local model. So we're going to do the Openclaw onboard again. So just copy paste. If it doesn't work or you got an error message, all you got to do is just do a new tab and just Openclaw onboard again. And so what we're going to be doing here is just once again, just saying, yes, I understand. We're going to do the quick start. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to update the values. If we use the existing values, it keeps everything the same. If we reset, it wipes everything. So we just want to update some values here. So we're going to go through the onboarding process again. This time we are going to go to our local brain. So we're going to click enter. We're going to do local only. You press enter here and then you just wait. And your browser might pop up a login screen. If it does, you just log in and follow the directions here on this worksheet. All right, so we're going to do the latest one here. Press enter, and then we're just going to go through the onboarding process the same way as before. Although this time you can click, as you can see on this document, skip leave as is for Telegram since you already set it up. And then you click restart and then hatch in terminal. So now we're going to tell our Openclaw what to do. We're basically going to tell it when to use the cloud, which costs money, versus when to use the local brain. So think of it like when tasks are really hard and you need a lot of computing power, then maybe if you need to use the API, you use OpenAI, it might cost money. However, when you don't need it, use the cloud, use the brain that does not cost money, is what you're telling it. So you're going to copy and paste that prompt into your terminal with Openclaw open. And this teaches your agent to use the free local AI by default and only use cloud AI when needed. So remember, do not close your terminal. Keep this open as long as you want your OpenAI agent running. If you shut off terminal or your computer, it's like your AI employee clocks out until you turn it back on. And the rest of this document goes over how to give your AI an identity and test it and just different common issues that you might find. So if this all works, you didn't just install a tool, you built your own AI employee that runs 24/7 on your Mac. Be sure to tune into our alternative finance streams every Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern to learn more about AI, prediction markets, crypto, RWAs, and all things the future of finance and tech.